anti-eco. They drop 3 guns there, and then they go into the bonus, and they do manage to convert it, but incredibly cleanly.
Yes.
Not something that you see all the time, and I mean, so is that. A smile there on the face of Jemkin.
Jemkin's voice and expression on his face, that's incredible.
Maybe they've been whittling away the stoicism during the Madrid downtime. Now, let's see, very weak purchases, just that one carryover weapon. Take a second attempt at that one there, Estrella. Clear out on the dart. Marshall in the hands of Borkum.
We'll see if that Marshall can do any damage. Kind of on his lonesome right now on A, and he's already deep onto the middle of the site, so this could become a very stressful position for Borkum if RRQ ever decides to go to A. He'll get pinched from one side or another for sure.
Oh, Jeremy not quite ready for it, but Indy with the counter swing does manage to trade that back, so it's going to be Estrella on the floor. Weapon not really recoverable for anybody else, though. Would have to push out way too far to be able to try to find it.
Hasn't heard the drop. Just puts them a little too late, and that's going to be the free sight. Now, that does mean they have to let go of that potential rifle drop near elbow, but it looks like Team Secret, they don't have the leisure to go all the way around to pick that weapon up just yet.
No, they do not. Now from here, let's see if they can do any real additional damage, but flash out this time. Flip shot not getting caught by it. Does find Vash, gets the spot there onto Envy, goes for the challenge, and oh my god, the headshot is just so crispy. 8 and 3 now on that Yaru. Flip's having a hell of a start to this map.
I mean,
Flip's MDG now all on his lonesome to see if he can do any additional damage, but he cannot.
Flip seemingly gaining a lot of inspiration from the, finalist IGLs of Madrid, John QT and Mud.
They were able to still get that win, but right now he is just absolutely dominant. And quick from Jeremy, not going to be coming through. Ping not going to find him there. Here's the dash forward out over onto site.
Gets the tag.
Try to open up space, and Flip Shadow going to be taken down. Jeremy able to find Jemkin around the back, and NDG mows down 3. Straight eliminated. Now Elmi Moore on his lonesome as he tries to swing out onto the site. Jeremy will be able to take him out. Immense amount of damage, so very good awareness to spot that out.
1 point away from Estrella's Viper's pit, so if they're able to get onto the site, if they could have a way to get the pit down, then of course the operator is going to be very tough for the retake.
There we go. Just quick clear. That mimic. Flip's just going to stay tucked into the corner.
Look at NDG. He's already cleared everything. He's gone past the tripwire as well.
He is fast rotating. Is Borkum trying to hold the line here. Does get Flips. Envy going to be traded out. Swing onto the corner. It's just too many players stacked up. Unable to find the eliminations there. He does get taken down. Man advantage now here in the hands of RRQ as that pit gets invested as well. And now Jeremy gone. Into the pit with Val just yourself. I think, yeah, NDG. You just arrived, but I think you're gonna have to hightail it out of here. Does manage to find one, so pit dropped. Tuck around the corner from Jemkin.
Yeah, but this is so tough. I mean, the high-low on the back of site as well gets spotted. He goes down, and that's unfortunate because, again...
Himself tucked into the corner. Trapwire and cam set up to see if anybody does go on a very deep push all the way through. As it's just going to be, swing in from Flipshiner, looking for the punish on the NDG. It does whittle him down to 36 HP. Now Envy eliminated. Xero continues to creep up. There's the ping, reveal, spots him, and oh my god! What a crisp shot, Jeremy, shut down!
Holy moly!
There's the swing out, immediately just nothing else to be done. Xero looking for the 4th, can't quite have it. Jesse Vash will be able to get his first kill on board, shutting down the Cypher. But now there's so much work to be done. Spike just now being brought forward as NDG does get the punish on the one. Jesse Vash, okay, gets himself 2 more. Drone out, gets the ping across, has the spot. With NDG's arrival over on this elbow position, but won't go deep enough to actually swing into B.
RQ put some pressure on mid, right, just to make sure that they can keep control of it, and that Team Secret have to invest a lot more to retake control. During all of that, they've already kept control of A main with the Euro. They've dug all the way deep into elbow once again with Xero. Still a minute on the clock, so there's some options to go for rotates should they need it after this dimensional drift.
Drift out, leading the way. Hunter's Fury coming across here from Jesse Vash, looking to see if he can try to find any kind of straight pick. 2 players going to be spotted. Borkum, however, able to shut down Jemkin on the entry, and that Hunter's Fury will be rewarded with a kill onto Xero. Swing out, orange, and will be good for one, but can't find the other. But now Borkum dead. The site is broken open a bit. Shock darts landing here at Elmi Moore's feet. 27 HP. Does get pulled off that plant for a brief little moment. Taps it again. Now we'll go in for the full committal on this. He and Estrella more very much stranded on the site. Now the reveal, just to go ahead and spot out where this Viper is. No deep rotations. flanks coming through. There's one on site, one in main, and they flush them out. So far, that's a good start. Triple face getting ready to come through. They all line up. Estrella able to find two, sends out the snake bite to try and delay. Jesse Bash down to 47 HP. And this, can be absolutely devastating as Estrella holds the line, gets those three.
Recognizing the fact that they've been losing way too much mid control, that gives RRQ all the time to set up. But they get a little greedy off of that, trying to push out, knowing that there was contact in mid. So I don't mind it. It's a very logical conclusion to make, but losing that fight costs you a lot.
So 1-for-1 for now as NDG on the push. In the spot, almost does get the tag. One more shot there into Xfero. Would have been able to take down the enemy Cypher. As, yep, Neural Theft back online. Instant investment. Spots him out. One mid, one all the way back over towards the defender spawn. But Jeremy already going to be taken down. Push forward. That's going to be the plant coming in as Jesse Bash, work cut out for him now, is able to recover the Vandal. Looks like the call likely is just going to be to back away and save this one. Give it to the cash. Not the best. Envy, though, still in a very committed position. And he will be taken out of it as Sparrow finds that elimination. Headshot from Bash, try to deal any kind of damage, but coffers are decently built up. It's another nice triple kill coming. Shiner looking to fake their way out onto the site now, pushing in alongside. Has a TP set up on back pyramid. As for now, I mean, Jeremy and NDG are still very much situated over on this B site. Rotation's going to have to come through. Just now starting, even though the plan is already in. Estrella, though, just outside of cannons here in mid. Pushing forward. Does he hear the rotations coming through? Looks like the answer is going to be not quite yet.
Well, the thing is he might hear one, but not the other.
But Jeremy, okay. A little bit snappy with it. He's able to find the headshot. Takes him down. That deep lurk now.
Standing ahead.
Gone. Recon. Checking, does get the spot onto one. Bash dropping down with that Judge able to find it, but gets traded out. Now Borkum finds Elmi more, then leaves Flip Shredder all on his lonesome.
No util.
Forehead swings out. Okay, does interrupt the defense. Try to run this back and make it his forward. Borkum, and he's blind himself, but still got Jemkin. Does get traded out. As the Flips finds that kill, but Hunter's Fury from Jesse Bash again delivering that elimination. But Xfero eventually able to hound him down, catching him all the way back over towards Bridge. Gets that kill. Now Jeremy. One side of the pyramids here is Xfero looking for the challenge against NDG, but NDG happily takes it. Envy now trying to get the catch there onto Elmi Moore, but he decides to just back away from the fight. Gets the spike planted. So we now go into the 2v2.
Last player standing.
2v2 is the tank in, gets the finisher, but Envy down low. TP across, needs to hit the headshot. Cannot.
Lacking for Team Secret.
Well, not going to be able to find that trap wire. Still set up, but Hunter's Fury now open here from Elmi Moore. NDG going to be taken down. Jimkin finding that kill, quickly traded out by Jesse Bash, who does get tagged low, and will be eliminated. Xfero able to find the finishing shot. Now the reveal in. Jeremy swiftly taken down by Estrella, who once again is lurking out by window. So much work to be done here. Just Envy and Borkum alive. The weaponry weak versus multiple plays. That needs to be a headshot. That needs to be an elimination. Pop Flash coming through, gets a dink, gets the kill, but Borkum dead at the same time. Leaves Envy all by himself. Hold at the ready.
Only 11.
Up and recover, but they know exactly where he is. They hear it. He finds one. Can't quite line up the second. Elmi Moore. We'll just back away from that.
Yeah, no drone on the side of Elmi Moore, so he is going to have to just keep his eyes on mid from Nest the whole time through until they get other information. And if they do want to empty it, they're going to have to make sure that they're careful about how they move around the map. So Jemkin trying to make sure that he continues to take control of halls as well. So far, I mean, RRQ, they feel comfy, right? They haven't seen any crosses that indicate where the attack's going to come through. Now you see that Poison Cloud activating again. That gives you a bit of a signal. Recon from A, you're expecting the pinch.
Yeah, drone now coming through. Bite sent just to try to slow up anybody. Does reveal himself and will get caught. Jeremy able to find that kill. Door now opened up. Recon will hold him at bay. Just a moment as Flipshot is able to find one on the entry. NDG in the meantime going to be taken down lurking outside of B, and that is going to be everybody making the call to rotate over. Orb going to be taken here. Sparrow. Now spotting them out, realizing that they're all just going to be pushing in through tunnel. Just has to back away, give up the site. So Plant can come in. Secret, Milwaukee have to take much more aggressive and deep position on the backside of the site, and it does reward them with 2 kills.
Yeah, I love that they're regrouping towards back of site as well. Right now it's back to a 2v2, but you expect the rest of RRQ to be split 1-on-1. You already confirmed where Xfero was. It might have caught sight of Flips as well. And now it's a 2v1. Great adjustments from Secret. what looked like it might be a rough round, they're able to turn things around with some nice decision-making from Jeremy to push out towards the defender spawn.
Tap onto it, spots them both, and will get taken. Swings back in, looking to try to put that Guardian to use. Against a couple classics at long range, you definitely favor Jesse in that situation, but they do just go ahead and peel away. Gate crash now expiring, though.
Now, RRQ, not sure if it's off of a read or just really trying to stick to their guts, because they had to kind of give up that A main control. And oftentimes when you show a stack on an eco, you kind of expect the other team to rotate around, but they immediately just hold default, they hear nothing, and they're regrouping on A, and I think Team Secret was waiting for RRQ to move away from the site.
Well, Jemkin does get caught on that push down halls. Ball now set up. Estrella with a spray. Oh, just going for it. Rando does manage to find a kill. Envy going to be taken down. A bit unlucky there for him, but still 4v4, the weapon advantage. And there you go. Pop flash in. X-Pharaoh, back pillar. If he swings out, he could very well be a dead man.
I mean, it's rounds like these where you look at it and you say, are some of those buys really worth it in terms of utility, sheriffs, things like that? Here. And right now, because of that outlaw RRQ, they're gonna have to wait for some of these trap plays.
Don't want to give him any opportunity.
What a lineup!
Yeah, it's Jesse Bash.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's also one of those things where it's like, there was probably a simpler way to do it, but that one just looks a lot cooler as well and a lot safer, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
across the map.
Yeah, but we will talk about that, though, because usually you'd expect that trip to be, cleared close. So you're not expecting them to be this ready so fast on the A side. Yeah,
Elmimore's drone is not an ambi-turner. It doesn't look left. And now with a push coming through double doors, he ends up getting flushed out. So now RRQ trying to rotate everybody across, but NDG in a huge backstab position. Lurking his way up through nest flips, watching this for the moment. NDG trying to take his time. There's the push out. It's a bit of damage here. Sends out so much there on the flip, so 89 on the Yoru.
I mean,
they get ready to go for this, but they have to constantly be looking behind them. They know that that Cypher is still going to be in that position. First shot on the Outlaw, not finding it. Up over the top, Jemkin getting the jump. No! NDG gets the bolt, and it's like they completely forgot about him.
I mean, they just assumed that it would take him a lot longer, and on top of that, just the way they lined up next to each other, kind of perfect for the Bulldog, which is usually hard to control.
And with that, I mean, that's just going to have to be the call to save now here from RRQ. So it's going to be yet another bonus converted, but this time for Team Secret, as they will very much shorten this gap. Only 3 rounds now set, but reality am I living in. Where, okay, flash out, Xpera able to push up, gets the kill on it, NEG spots another, grabs the weapon, tries to win it out, does manage to find Envy, looks for a third, can't quite make it happen. Borkum does eventually shut him down. Rotation now having to be called over as Elmimore gets himself situated on B site, but that is a huge swing off the back of Xpera's aggression. I was gonna say, what world am I living in where Jeremy is playing attack operator?
I mean, I'm glad to see it. I really was hoping that this season Jeremy would pick up the op a lot more confidently. But you're right, it's not a common sight, at least not since VCT Pacific. Now, unfortunately, this round is not going to be the round where there's a lot of hope for it to find its use and value. I mean, you saw that Jesse Vash was afraid of the flank as well, just given that they've already lost all control.
Trades it out to get a rifle. It is just going to be a Bulldog. They get the spot. Damn, that's not a fake out. Does buy a little bit of time though as he does send one in. Back pillar, dancing just on the opposite side of the wall here. As that goes down, Jeremy gonna be able to find one. Borkum gets the other. And Estrella, quick turn in towards window, finds the kill. The Viper now shut down.
Get out of my way.
Spike can be planted, knives popped. Swing onto the corner, and Jemkin not gonna be able to get that. Their full flash in. Plus that recon invested. Now, Poison Orb just going to be holding everybody at bay there at A main. NDG, miner set up over towards B. Camera set up in elbow. It's going to start trying to take some space here and scale up into mid.
Yeah, what we saw from RRQ was despite the setup, you would take deep control of elbow, but here it's different for NDG, right? You still take a little bit of control, so you have more mobility from mid. You can still check for elbow, and that way you don't have to invest too much extra utility if you ever want to rotate back onto the other side. So I like the setup from Secret, but it does look like they've made up their mind to create a bit more of a move here.
Well, I think that one wasn't necessarily what was intended.
I was waiting for something really cool.
I was like, oh, where's this one gonna go? Right in front of him, 5 feet away.
Well, that means they'll have to just try to take a little bit more contact, and mid will be the call.
It's moments like that, which is why I don't play Sova.
I've given up on learning new lineups, man. There's just too many that you have to know at this point.
30 seconds
getting
left.
ready, getting antsy, goes for the swing, has a quick dash out, cannot stabilize that aim. Jeremy able to take him down. Elmimore now 5 HP, pinged by the recon in a really rough spot. Same for Estrella. He will just get flushed out. Suddenly, it's only Xfero. A 1v5, I mean, granted, HP bars dangerously low. Does he even try to play for it?
I mean, with just the overall situation right now, I'm going to guess not. Right, sure, you can try to go for some cheeky kills on the exit, but your creds aren't exactly all stable. The rounds are getting way closer as well. The risk seems a bit greater. Perhaps just taking this time to talk things through for the round, and maybe even a timeout afterwards, because one thing I'm noticing is things have flipped. RRQ's the one that's starting to play a little scared. Secret continuing to push up the tempo, just creeping up one beat at a time.
Eagle-eyed.
Plays it a little bit patiently, see if anybody else is pushing alongside NDG. They are not.
Yeah, what?
Vash, where did that come from?
Jeez.
What's he doing?
Well, we know how much time Jesse Vash spends. All right, so the call is just take a little bit more control of mid. They're able to hide away from the recon as well. Flash out the ready.
Poison orb.
Now, Team Secret seemingly expecting perhaps a bit of a fast push with the Blade Storm as well, right? Whether it's from halls, whether it's up top and mid, they're not going to spot it. Cam down. Still a lot of time, though. So Secret, they could regain mid if they wanted. They could still send the Lurk all the way up through elbow. And RRQ, now it's up to them. If they want to play this with the way they've started, they got to start to clear out all the sides of B, because you've even got Xfero starting to lean towards halls now.
Gate crash does get sent. Flip Shatter ready to make a quick exit. Should it be necessary. Dark going to go a little bit wide there. Strange is clearing out the cam. Looks like he's going to take an even more aggressive forward position as well, as Elmimore gets himself situated.
Well, this is a brawl in the making. If Secret decides to make the call, and quite frankly, this is how RRQ won a lot of their rounds in the first half as well. But that's a bit of a curveball.
Pit comes through, but it's not enough to get them onto the site itself. The players playing for, though, will be decayed down. Xfero trying to hold the line, spotted another one, trying to make his exit, but eventually they just spray away. Now that's going to be the neural theft coming through, and that could really upset the players trying to hold main. Flipshotter's still going to be able to find one that drops the pit, gets himself a second. Jesse Vash going to be taken down. Has the mask available. Pop flash sent. NDG running low on time. Mask now put on. Dimensional drift in play. Sees him. Knows that he's going to try to have to stick to this spike plant. Pulls off of it, and that is going to be the round one. We'll be able to get the kill just for good men. Cash here for, Borkum NDG. They've got enough stacked up, but another heavy investment as attack operator once again in play for Jeremy.
Take flight.
Trying to hide that off.
More, yep. Just have to back away. They're just going to stay tucked behind the box. It's not going to go deep enough to actually get the spot.
Elmimore seemingly quite aware of that fact as well. Saw him making some comms immediately afterwards in the camera. But do they expect the up? Apparently not so much.
Seems like a big no. Huge kill found. Flip Shatter has been a thorn in their side throughout this entire map. Getting rid of him nice and early bodes well for Team Secret as they get ready to cluster up and make their push in here towards main. Dart at the ready. Elmimore having to send that one out right as that knife does come through. Undodged. Cage comes up, push into the smoke, and with the shorty in hand, Jeremy finds himself a second kill. B-side completely broken open, and you can already see the remaining members on RRQ just going to have to make the call to go ahead and save. Looks like maybe Jemkin, given that he does have knives, yeah, that's just going to keep happening. He will get himself positioned to try to find some exit frags here, but widely, we're just going to be waiting for this spike to explode.
Yeah, I mean, you can still try to stabilize some way or well, so he knows that they would have to funnel into him, but then it's a cloud burst and the shorty to counter from Jeremy, so both teams really getting into comfort zone individually speaking. Now, if you can take away this op...
I don't think anybody's going to push this far out. They're already away from the explosive radius, so can just stay tucked all together just outside of window, and Jim not quite clearing the drone and also not quite covering all of main. It's a second sink by now being invested there from Estrella. Trying to come up the works here as Couple knives go flying. Jemkin not able to find anything there. Hunter's Fury now coming across. A little more on the hunt. Gets the tag on to Jeremy, but now will be interrupted as the null command comes in. Nothing him to find his follow-up. It's just going to be passing. Then Spike back across the way.
Here.
Maybe even ushering it over towards A, or at least wanting to fake like they're going to be doing that.
You know, the no command still lets RRQ know that for now it's going to be that B hit, though. Only a couple knives remaining here for Jemkin.
Trying to try to check. Nothing spotted, though, but also doesn't see anybody rotating. Looks like Flipshider going to go on a bit of a walkabout here, but now that the recon invested here on the B site, you should have a better idea that this is where the spike is going to end up. There's only 30 seconds remaining. They're not seeing or hearing anything at all on A.
RRQ's in a much better position in terms of knowledge, right? They've got the Cypher set up on A. They've got mid control and flips as well.
Push up into the smoke. Estrella going to be taken down. Be able to find that. Does get traded. Now Borkum striking from tunnel. Able to find two. Shiner back at half wall. There's the reveal. Getting ready to come in. The ping across the spike. Planted. Pop flash up. Jesse Bash. So very blind. Flipshider is able to flush him out. Finds the kill. And that leaves NDG by his lonesome. Margins. Pressing forward toward. Jeremy sticking with it on this attack. Trying to see if anybody goes for an aggressive peek in towards shop. But everybody right now statuesque from RRQ over on that A site.
I mean, especially now with a Cypher and an op, even less reason to go for these greedy plays. Now, again, like I mentioned, and seemingly like Team Secret is prepared for, RRQ, they have a habit of doing that. So I don't blame Team Secret for it, but the resulting situation is that they've wasted 40 seconds without gaining any information. They currently don't have much control of any part of the map. They're going to have to slowly creep up for that extra control.
There's no real presence or scaling here. Looks like Borkum maybe can get himself once again into a position to find a nasty flank, but is being noted and watched at least ever so slightly by Elmimore and Estrella.
Take flight.
Flips, he has to have that trigger ready on that gate crash.
Thrown out, but I don't think this is noted. The Yoru up close. I mean, they're just rushing in to the doors. They're just getting ripped to shreds. Elmimore able to find them as Jeremy only picks up one kill. Just the Yoru displaced, and now Jeremy is all on his lonesome. Does find Jemkin. A quick swing onto the corner. Elmimore popped. Jemkin with a warning shot. As that recon went flying up in towards halls. Just wanted to tell them that no, this is a completely unassailable position for you. Does rotate back down now, joining in alongside Estrella here on the site where any kill, that pit can come into play.
Oh, this is a very aggressive repositioning here from RRQ.
Wall in, knives at the ready. Jeremy swinging around the backhand side, does manage to find, or does get taken down rather by Estrella, but Envy trades it back quickly. Keeping the numbers evened up, and Shock Dart right there at Jesse Bash's feet. Elmimore will get taken down as Envy finds himself a second one, but it was good damage dealt. Bash and Borkum both going to be tagged up, and now Envy with a third. Finds Flips, Jemkin gets two. The op shots, looking crisp, looking clean. There's still more targets. Xfero just now getting ready to arrive over at double doors, working his way through mid.
Yeah, time is not in favor of RRQ, because the thing is they have no idea where NDG is. They were partially waiting for that. They suspect it.
The shot goes wide. You can see Jemkin. He thought for sure he absolutely had that one nailed. And now we'll just have to make the call to go for the save. They could buy another one, but instead, yep, we'll just hold on to this and allow for Team Secret to get the round win and get themselves up to double digits.
Man, it's one of those rounds. RRQ, off the bat, sure, you have the op and halls, and then it comes into use.
All right, well, Flips taking a forward position. Is able to get the catch there on the Jeremy. Exit, finally slowed up and denied as no command does come through, but Estrella holding it pillar, finds Borkum. Bash going to be taken down. Now suddenly just Envy and NDG all in their lonesome. No kills found, no way to invest that neural theft. They desperately need to do something now to keep themselves in this round, in this map. Throwing the scout, Envy pulls back. Right now, it is looking dire. Not impossible here for the side of Team Secret. Insult to injury, pit invested. And that's going to be the dimensional drift as well as Flipshider wanting to chase forward, trying to get the catch. But Jemkin ready to get the catch, finds NDG, gets the final shot there onto Envy. 13 and 10, the open.